I just finished church service, but I wanted to just take a second to remind you to keep going. Keep going. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what someone says or doesn't say. It doesn't matter if someone supports you or doesn't support you. It doesn't matter if somebody doesn't agree with what you're doing or saying. What matters at the end of the day is God's purpose over your life, is your journey with God, are you aiming to serve the world or aiming to serve God, the higher up, the higher power, Jesus Christ? Are you here because you're doing it for someone else? Or are you here because you're doing it for God? Sometimes we question our purpose. Sometimes we don't know our purpose. Sometimes we feel like we don't know what the next step looks like, if we should do this, if we should do that. But we're not thinking for someone else. We're not thinking about God. We're thinking about someone else. We're not thinking about, what could God do in this season? What is God doing in this season? Instead, we're thinking about, what does someone think about what's happening in my season? It's time that you stop thinking for everyone else and start thinking for you. God's the one that created you the way He created you. God knows you. God made you. God knew you before you were in the womb. God knows your struggles. God knows your strengths. God knows your weaknesses. God made you. If you think that there's something that someone else knows that God doesn't know, I'm here to tell you that is not true. God knows what you've said. God knows what you're going to say before you said it. God knows what you're going to do before you do it. God knows the convictions that you felt. God knows what you're struggling to stop doing. God knows. And it's not to justify that we shouldn't think about others, because we should think about others. But what really matters is the purpose that God has over your life. And sometimes when you're aiming in that purpose, when you're heading in that purpose, when you're heading towards that path that is in alignment with God, people are not going to understand it. People are not going to agree. Some might agree, some might not agree, some might support you, some might not support you. But I'm here to remind you that it's not about who's with you or not. Do you know that God loves you? Do you know that God has a purpose for you? Do you know that despite what everyone else is saying, God is still going to use it for your good? Do you know that God has a bigger purpose over your life? Do you know that? Do you believe that? Do you know that God knows how much it hurts? Do you know that? Because a lot of times we go based off of what we physically see, but we're not seeing. And maybe, we can't see it right then and there, but God will work it out for our good. God will use that season, use that people, use that person, that relationship, seasons, paths, decisions, choices for your good. And I just want to just remind you that if you go left if you go right, God's still gonna put you in the path that He already ordained and already made for you. So it doesn't matter if you go left or right. You're still going to go towards the path that God has for you. So make the decision today. Make the choices today. And don't think about everybody else, because you're living for you. You're living for the purpose that God made for you. God created you. He didn't create somebody else to please you. He didn't make you to please somebody else. God made you to serve in the purpose that He had created for you. His divine purpose, not someone else's purpose. Someone else's purpose for you may look like, oh, I need you to do this because it's going to benefit this business or this job or this opportunity or my life. But God is using you for His purpose. And His purpose matters before anything else and before what anybody else wants of you. When you start to believe that, when you start to trust that, when you start to lean on that, you will see life in a whole complete different lens. Because I know for me that there's things that people don't agree with, don't align with, don't support, feel this way, feel that way, but it's the same thing for you. You feel a way, you think a certain way, you feel the way you feel, and your purpose may be different than my purpose. And it is different because God made you the way that He made you, you. And God made me the way He made me, me. And it's not for the world to agree with. It's not for the world to feel happy about. It's for God. Because God made me, me for Him, for God, for the purpose that He had for me. God made me to have a heart the way He made me to have a heart. He made me, me to think the way I think, to have the strengths that I have, to have the things that make me do better, see things better. And the more that I build my walk with God and grow in this walk, the more God reveals to me what I have to work on, what I have to let go of, who I have to forgive, etc., etc. But I want to just remind you that it is time that you walk into this season with boldness, with awe, with your awe, because it will work out for your good, because God hears your prayers, because God knows how you're feeling. But are you going to let Him in? Are you going to be like, God, I need you right now. This is how I'm feeling. Although you know me, although you created me, although you know my struggles, my weaknesses, my strengths, this is what I'm struggling with. Lord, help me. Lord, reveal to me what I need to work on, who I need to forgive. Let God into your heart to change you, to make you new, and to live in His purpose above all. Because guys, let me tell you, people are going to talk whether you go right, if you go left, if you choose pink and you were supposed to choose blue, if you go purple and you were supposed to go orange. People are going to talk. But does it matter what people think of you, or does it matter what God's going to say on Judgment Day? We all sin. We all fall short. We all mess up. We all lack something. We all could have done better. We all could have been better. But could have, should have, would have is not going to change the now. It's not going to change what you do today. So let go of the could have done this, should have done that, this and that, would have done this. Let it go. What are you going to do today? As I mentioned before, I'm not a perfect person. I have to forgive. I have to forgive every single day for people's hurts. I have to forgive myself. But we're all learning. No one is perfect in this walk. Is someone going to change because they're in this walk? 100%. That's what's supposed to happen. If you're in the walk with God and you expect not to change, then I'm here to tell you, like, expect that. Expect to change for the better, for the good. Expect people to talk. Expect people to judge. This walk isn't easy. When you're following God, things are going to happen. Things are going to get crazier. People are going to think crazy things. People are going to start judging you heavy. Do it for the grace of God. Do it for God's purpose, not what everybody wants you to do. So I pray that this message has helped anyone out there, because like I said, it's not about people. It's not about you. It's about what God is doing through you and within you, and what God can do through you and within you. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. God loves you so much. I don't know when I'll post this. We'll see. But whenever you come across this, I hope this message touched you and whoever you send it to. God bless you and God loves you.